Things are changing really quickly at the moment. The coronavirus has put everybody into a panic. No one's really sure what's happening. And it's not just about catching that virus, it's about what's going to happen to jobs, industries, businesses. How is it going to affect them? Is there still going to be a job for you tomorrow? Is the situation of your job, is the environment going to completely change? Are you going to be working from home? Are you not going to be working from home? Remote working is becoming a huge thing now, by necessity. And I've had a number of friends really panicking about it, worrying about it. And I thought I would just make a video every few days, every day, as someone who has spent the last 15, 16, 17 years working remotely, working from home, having helped companies transition to remote staff. I'm hoping that I have some experience or some advice or an opinion that may be able to help you if you are struggling at the moment with one of these things. And that could be that maybe you're a business, you're not sure how to remove people to remote working, or maybe you've just been told you've got to work from home remotely and you're worried about how that may affect you, how that may work for you, because you've got like kids at home or elderly family members, people who aren't well. There's a whole different environment going on there. So I'm going to do these videos and I'm just going to chat in them about my personal opinion, my experience, and hopefully that's going to help some of you out there, some people, to make a difference to you during this time. And one of the big things about working remotely, working from home, is usually people are either worried that they're not going to do their job as well, they're not going to get it done, they're not going to be able to focus, there's too many distractions, how are we going to do it? Or they're worried about, how do I get in touch with people? How do I ask questions? I've got no support network, I've got no one around me, I can't just lean over the desk and ask someone a question. So I'm going to hopefully allay both of those fears now, and effectively there's 3 things that you need to work from home effectively. First of all, you need a quiet space, and that's really important. It doesn't matter whether you're playing music in it, but a quiet space, a space where you can't be interrupted. And that doesn't have to be a dedicated room. It can be your bedroom, it can be your hallway, it can be your living room if there's no one else in the house. It can be your kitchen, it can literally be anywhere. It can be the shed if it's warm enough, or you've got heating or an internet connection. It doesn't matter where it is, you just need a space where everybody in the house knows this is, when you're in this space, this is where you're going to work, and when I'm in this space, effectively I am at work, do not disturb me, I'm getting on with stuff. So that quiet space that's really important. The next thing that you're going to need is when you work remotely, when you work from home, everything's a lot more intense. Your focus is much more intense because there isn't someone to break your concentration, there isn't someone asking you a question, there isn't people to go and chat with and just to relax for a few seconds or a few minutes with. So the focus is a lot more intense, and there's a good side to this because you'll probably get a lot more done in a lot less time. But the flip side is that you need to remember to take regular breaks. So you want to work for maybe 20 minutes to 60 minutes, somewhere in that time frame, depending on what suits you, somewhere between 20 minutes and 60 minutes. And while you're working in that time frame, just focus on the one thing. Turn off notifications from friends, from family, stuff like that. Get them off for that short window. It's only a tiny frame time, so don't worry about missing a notification in that time. Obviously, if your work requires you to be logged into something for communication, chat, whatever, then you need to be logged into that. But as a general rule, turn off those notifications for that period of time. At the end of that time frame, something between 20 and 60 minutes, get up, have a break, put your notifications back on, check them, pop outside, make a cup of tea, get a drink, have some water, stretch. It doesn't really matter, do anything. Just move for 5-10 minutes, just move. And then come back and do another 20 minutes to 60 minutes and work like that throughout the day. that will make sure that you don't get over focused, you don't get too stressed, and that you also are healthy. You're stretching out, you're moving away from a desk, you're changing your focal position. If you're looking at a computer screen all the time in the same place, it's really bad for your eyes. So you're getting up, you're moving about. The third thing is to make a short list of everything you've got to do. It's a to-do list, effectively, but just for the day in question. So you've probably got a to-do list that just keeps going and going. You add stuff onto the bottom, add stuff onto the bottom. So to make sure that you are feeling like you are achieving what you need to achieve or what you want to achieve in the day from home, make a short list like the size of a post-it note, no bigger, or a sticky note, and just write on it and start. The first thing has to be the most important thing for the day. You have to get this done whatever happens. Second most important thing for the day, you have to get this done today. So the top 3 items should really be things that have to be done and finished today, the current day. Top 3 items. And then you can add another 3 or 4 things that you might be working on with deadlines coming up, things that you just need to get started, things that you need to get in motion, whatever it may be, other things. And we'll start at the top of the list and work down. So you get those 3 things done first. Your first 3 chunks of time, your first 20 to 60 minute blocks, they are focusing on the things that have to be done today. That keeps you motivated, it keeps you focused on the things that you actually need to achieve. You've got them done and they are out the way. And if you can do those before lunch, even better. Then you can spend the afternoon doing the other few things on the list that need to be done, but don't need to be completed today. So just things that need to be done, there's work done on them. And that means that when you finish working, you can actually finish because you know that you've done the things that had to be done today, they had to be completed today. And the other things you have done has made progress in certain areas, which is great, but there's no specific deadline. So those are the 3 things you need. I'm going to be posting these videos on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So please, if they're useful, let me know, leave a comment. If they're useful, if you think they're going to be useful to someone else, then please just share it with them. If you'd like me to answer any particular question, then just ask and I'll do my best. It's going to be my opinion, but I will do my best to answer it, to help you. And I'm looking forward to making some more and hopefully helping a load of people who are going to be struggling at this time. And if you are one of those people who are struggling at the moment, where you've just been told you've got to work from home, you're not sure how you're going to do it, or anything else like that, then please leave me a message. I'd love to hear from you.